Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Josephine. Saona we anyo.
Good evening, folks. Samson told Labra Radio. We're here again this evening. We say thank you for tuning in again. Please help us out. Share this video. The many of you that are watching right now, share this video. Emmanuel Prince, Zeze, Andrew Prince again, Rachel. Thank you, guys. Please share this video. Just share it for us so that folks will know that LPR is on. The Liberal is in charge here tonight, and we will do a wonderful job here again, as usual. The Liberal is here. Thank you for tuning in. We want to thank all of you again for tuning in to Labra Radio. Please help us out. Just share this video. Say hi to everyone. Everyone who will be watching, we say hi to all of you. We want to seriously say thank you for tuning into Labra Radio. Safety, Lord Jesus, we come before you again tonight. As we come before you, my Lord, we ask for long life. We ask for blessing. We ask for everything that you can do for us to continue to do whatever you have done before. We appreciate you. Without you, we're nothing. Without you, we see nothing, even if our eyeballs are open. You are the true lights, and because of that, we will proclaim that. And we will follow you. For those brothers and sisters that are yet to come before you and follow you, we ask, come and try Jesus. You can never fail. My Lord, we come again tonight to say to you, my Lord, that for our brothers and sisters that are not able to be whole again tonight, please make them whole. That our brothers and sisters that are yet to be able to fully participate in whatever it is happening in their community, for whatever reason, we ask you, my Lord, bring them to the community. My Lord, for those brothers and sisters that are in pain tonight, whatever reason, be the pain medicine and relieve the pains. You have the ability to do so. You have done so many times, and we believe you, we follow you, we trust you, we have faith in you. And we know you can do it. Help us. Guide us. Yes. Only you. My Lord, will come again before you tonight to say that the Republic of Liberia be blessed. That the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed by you only. We ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Waka, be blessed. Whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, that his hand will be blessed by you. We ask, my Lord, whichever door the president knocks, that door will be open by you in the interest of the Liberian people. My Lord, we ask that you give long life to President Wakai. You brought him this far to do what it is he came for the Liberian people. Give him wisdom. Touch his hand. Extend his life. Let him do what he have to do for the country. Give him wisdom. My Lord, we say again, thank you for everything. Thank you for the opportunity. We ask that you give us more opportunity. We want to thank you again tonight. Because we ask, we wait. Your last word is the best. No one can say no when you say yes. Ah, my Lord, thank you. Thank you for that wonderful power. Thank you. We ask that the United States of America, the host country, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. That's how we do it here. Samson told Labra. I'm not a preacher, but I pray before I start my tapata, so God can bless my tapata. What wrong with that? But anyhow, thank you, folks. I want to welcome all of you again tonight to say thank you very much. We appreciate it. God is good for all of us, and we will continue to praise Him. So let's go ahead and start the conversation tonight. We will start the conversation about the incident that happened a day or so ago when the president. So what happened? I tell her, okay. When the president was going to visit whatever he was going to visit, and some people decided to park all the cars on the corridor of that road that he's taking. What thing we denounce it here. However, if those reasons are still about the security of the president, we say yes, but the people must be informed, and we'll talk about that as well. The people must be informed because it's very important. I keep saying this. For some reason, these people, the Unity Party people, and not President Walker, because President Walker don't know me. They don't even listen to me anyway. And none of them watch my show anyhow. But I will keep saying it. They keep making a mistake. They didn't watch the previous government. They were so Abu Kiri to take power. They were not watching the mistake the other government make, and then now they're repeating that. And they will wash their clothes like this by hand. The next government, they will kick them out too if they're not careful. But anyhow, let's go ahead. Let's have a wonderful, wonderful conversation tonight. Folks, I send a link out. Those who are able to join me, join me. If not, let me enjoy myself tonight. It's Monday afternoon. Well rested, work to work today, work hard as usual, and still enjoying my engineering work. As difficult as it is, I'm still enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it. I have let me just give it to you here. Why I'm enjoying it. There are two bridges. Two bridges we're replacing, and I'm in charge of the road that connect the two bridges from one end to another. So I'm doing all of the geometric of that. How it's supposed to go up, how it's supposed to do everything. But we have two competing alternatives. One, I put a bridge way on the other side of Town. The other one, I put a bridge right in front of President Baker's house. So the one that go in front of President Baker's house, I had to put a detour bridge. But the detour bridge to build that, it costs as much as the new bridge. And we'll remove that detour bridge. So the president said, well, now you told them, man, what kind of business is so? You get a bridge, we paying the same money, but you will take it out later on. The other one, Pastor Total, they're affecting some community, business community. The business community, they total man can't bring a bridge to, we don't want it. What kind of business is it? Too competing. The man from Total, that way Eureka. You're going to come post something over there for them to be laughing and say they happy. No, I will make them to do their work. If it wasn't Total, I would be happy. But where was it in Eureka? Man, move from that. Anybody will go to Eureka and see my anyway. They don't like it. Let them come to Total and try to investigate. Samson too. I like it when I do that, but that's just what we do. This is what, but no. So, but I still enjoy it. So when I go to work, I have the competing idea. The part that I like about it is that it challenges me. It challenges my mind to be able to innovate as I'm going through this process. Okay, these other people don't like it. So what can I give them that they will appreciate my effort? And these other people don't like what can I give that they will be able to appreciate my effort? So without competing ideas, seriously, I'm telling you the truth. So in the morning, I'm anxious to go to work and see what next gonna come out of the brain of the total man. I just love it. I just love it, folks. I just love it. The guy from Congo. Why you always challenging? I said because I like what comes out. But anyhow, that's besides the point. So we want to thank God for that opportunity. But let's move on. Let's move on. So the issue here is this. The issue here is this. The president and his people. You see, this is these people. Sometimes they can be so bad, so bad, so bad that it's unbelievable. Many of you here, I'm talking to. You've seen the road, the two-way traffic, one going, one coming, right? Usually, when they fixing the road, they don't fix the entire road. They fix one side, and then they let two traffic using one road. So what do? They have a flagger. They call them flagger. The guy can't turn the stop sign to you and tell you to stop. And then the other group will be coming. They have from the time you turn that signboard to you until you move. Next time when you get there, count it. 10 minutes. They're supposed to only give you 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, he has to turn it over. If not, they can get sued. The rule said you turn that 10 minutes. Sometimes they go less than 10 minutes, you know, but the maximum they can go is 10 minutes. So let's go to Liberia. And in fact, I will show this here, not tonight, but another time. They have those of you that live in Massachusetts, those of you that been to Boston, they have this movable barrier machine. So they start from where 93 and where 93 and 95 get together. So they start moving the barrier and going this way. So that means they're making this side wider to have 2-3 traffic going. So by the time they get over there, it's time to come back. So at the time, so as they're coming by, moving the barrier back to the position, making the other street wider, the traffic will be relieved. If you don't do that, if you don't do that, if you don't do that, the president, my understanding, the president didn't move until, oh, Fatima, good evening, my man. Thank you for joining us. The president didn't get on that road. I believe I could be wrong, but it said five hours. In the meantime, they're stopping people. So from wherever they stop to what, from wherever they start, they are closing to the end. Everybody in that corridor, the Liberians ain't got no detour. Let's look at this map here, my people. There's no detour. I don't even know how to show the map. So everyone that's in this between stop and go, anybody you sick, you're not going anywhere. Anything happen, you're going nowhere. Funeral, no funeral, you're going nowhere. Why would you do that? Because I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe the president was never informed. The most likely what they told him, Mr. President, there's a security issue and we're going to take care of it. He said, okay. He trusted them. He has trust in them. He has trust. That's the only way he can function. He can't distrust people around him. He's going to have to. But they misuse that trust and they abuse that trust. Who the mother that's supposed to be as the praise? I see. Okay, folks, hold on. The CEO want to put me in trouble here. Let me check the mother who has supposed to praise here. Because some of the mother then they can, when I go places I can eat from them. If I don't say hello, they might not like, hey, all the women here, whoever house I not eat, thank you. Good evening. You're welcome. Because the men you not start trouble already. So mothers here, I say your hello. All the people who house are not going to eat. My little brother there, my friend there, who are not come to and respect me, I respect them. I say your hello. The man he come and start trouble now. The one he starting, he want to disturb my show now. But let me go on. So the president most likely said, Mr. President, there's a security. He said, okay. They said we'll fix it. He said, okay. They're not telling. If they were to tell President Wakai, the rescue chief, if they were to tell him, Mr. President, we're going to close from Monrovia all the way to Banga, nobody going in, he would say, no, I'm not going. That my people, you will slow down like that for 5 hours, I will not do it. You will tell them, but they don't do it. They will not tell you. So they lie to him. These are the people that I keep saying to you. They're lying to him. Okay? They continue to, yeah, I know, Fatima, I know, Mama, thank you. That a job to distract me. But nobody's going to distract me from talking the truth. So, after that, people start, when they put, you see, that's what I'm saying, you. After they finish telling him that, they say, Mr. President, we're ready. They just put in a car, boom, almost 400 miles an hour. And I'm making it ridiculous. There knows no car in Liberia can go for, but almost, so the man can't see anything. All he saw, boom, boom. The people just passing like this. He can't, so he just sit down until he get to, so he has no clue. People that were affected. You think President Baka will sit allow people to stop traffic from Monrovia to Bangka for 5 hours. People who doing their core business, people who going to the hospital, people who doing their core water business, they depend on that road. And you think President Bangka will accept that? No. No. So the president was again, I'm sure now he's hearing it and he's going to tell them it's never going to happen again. You know, I'm not doubting their security reason because they were employed to make sure they protect our president. And I appreciate that. I appreciate them protecting my president. I appreciate it, truly. But it must be done with the involvement of the people. Bring the people on board with you. Some people like Samson told will not come, maybe more about it. But let's move on. So that's that. That's that. I was going to say thank you to him, by the way, more running on me out tonight. I will not even call it Nisa. I'll not even call it Nisa. But anyway, CEO, I see your handiwork. I'm looking deep into our paper, the LPR deep paper, and I see your handiwork. I want to thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Then you call me that appreciation I will eat. Yeah, that's what you eat. I'm the board chair. I say I appreciate you should be thankful for the board chair to say thank you. Other people, anyone fire the board 105. What's his name? Elon Musk. I the board chair. I'm telling you thank you. Elon Musk board people they don't tell him thank you. They vet with him. He begging there. You want me to put board together? Put Cece Collins and the other board member there, Pat George, and want us to put together and come to you? Okay, I'll rest my case. Okay, so that is what I want to say about that. And those who, on a very serious note, those who are involved, you have to stop it. You have to stop it. Even if it is a security issue. The security issue, you didn't just learn it when you're getting ready. You probably have that information days or so. Make it known to the public. You don't have to announce what a security issue is. You don't have to explain anything. But tell the people from this time to this time, we will block the road. So if anybody else have something the day before, they can find other means. But don't just get on and say you're close the road, you're moving, you're moving, you're moving. You think that Banana Republic you're running? You're moving, you're moving, you're moving. You think that town there? The Republic of Liberia. You're moving, you're moving, you're moving. Nobody, you get out of the road, you think that town, that town you're running? What wrong with yourself? This is Republic of Liberia. You move my foot. Thank you, Abel. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. We're not making no excuses for the president. We're just being very factual. So let me go on. So another issue that I spotted today was this, and I will try my best to bring that on. Okay, the president and the oil people, they picking the oil picking, he knows the rules. Emotua knows the rules. Y'all can't mess with him. But I have issue with it. So on Daily Observer, it's an issue. By the way, according to Daily Observer, President Baka vetoed the reform bill, the port reform bill. I don't know why, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about Amos 12 tonight. Okay. So let me do this here. Let me do this. Okay. Let me do this. I will let you come on board with me. The Tabata tonight. I know I'm not even gonna call rescue 2 yet. Let me talk man yama. Let me talk man yama. I'm not gonna call rescue 2 yet. I'm not gonna call rescue 2 yet. So let me talk man yama. So let's share. You see this? Okay. Can you see this here? All right. Let's go ahead. President Bakai, okay. It said President, okay, I'm not even going to read it. It said a major petroleum product importer has raised concern over the Liberian Petroleum Refining Company intimate involvement in fuel and gas importation activities, which goes beyond its traditional role of providing storage, facility, and regulatory support. So basically, they're saying this guy, President Baka, is now going to him. Amos Twa, you see Amos Twa and President Baka. President Baka is telling Amos Twa, hey, people, you guys need. They're going to be importing gas. I mean, oil, petroleum product to Liberia, and Amos Twa, the people now going to distribute. So the government is competing with private company, my people. The government is going to be competing with private company. Their job, they told us that we told you, we got part of that. I'm not part of the government, but I'm part of the big mouth here. We told you that we were coming to rescue you. But we're not coming to rescue now. We're going to compete with you. You sell one, we sell one. We the rescuer, you are all, we're going one four to four now. Okay, according to this story. So the importers are saying, wait a minute. Why will you come? You say you want to rescue us. Now you're taking job from us. You're going to compete with us. And Amos 20, people say, well, we're here to rescue. We're going to bring the oil products in, refine it, keep it in our own storage. Because the way they used to do before, they bring the stuff, they keep it in their storage, and the importer pay the storage fee, and they sell it, and whatever. Some people owe them. Some people owe the government. Some private people, they don't want to pay. So the guys, they say, okay, well, forget about Supreme Court. We'll bring it in, and we'll sell it ourselves. It's fine. Fine for that. But the issue for me is we, the worker group, I supported the president, I still support the president. I'm not a Unity Party member, I'm worker member. So we say our president will come to rescue. But now we're saying instead of building the private sector, but the private sector themselves, I don't want to say plenty because we're still going to support it. So maybe Samuel Twa is saying, okay, Amos Twa is saying, we're going to do this. So let's go ahead. Let's read on. So one of the guys complaining, the alleged act of illegality to enter the business of fuel and gas importation is a move seen by industrial experts and observers as a dangerous abuse of authority and a direct attack on private sector investment. Now, let me go back, and I will show you something here very quickly. These people, they cannot just come out and try to make some ridiculous statement. Okay, so let me bring this down. So watch this here. Watch this. I'll just show you a little bit of it. I will not show you all. Okay. So let's bring this down so it will allow me to do that same. Samson told my people, we're here. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll bring it back. No big deal. No big deal. Okay. So let's go here. So you see here? Okay, let me go back up here. Look at this. Okay. Petroleum importation policy, Republic of Liberia. If it has changed, I don't know, but this is what I came up with this afternoon. Liberia. Okay. November 2020. Okay. So let's go here. Let's go to the background. An act of legislation dated July 31st, 1989, granted to the Liberian Petroleum Refining Company exclusive rights. You think Amos Twa myself, we don't get along. Y'all know that one. Not Amos Twa myself. Saying he did that thing to John Monroe, I got no dealing with him. So you want to say we don't get, but I will be truthful. Listen to this. Exclusive right for the importation, sale, and distribution of petroleum product within the Republic of Liberia. So the importer, what you're crying for? You tell me. You tell me what you're crying for. What exactly the reason you're crying for? Okay. Section 1 of the Act states that the importation of all petroleum products for the Liberian domestic market for internal use. Y'all can see it though. For internal use within the Republic of Liberia and or for transaction through the commercial of Liberia, commerce of Liberia shall be the sole and exclusive right of LPRC, and that no entity, individual, concessionaire, public or private corporation, nor any governmental entity, foreign or otherwise, shall import. I don't want to go too much into that. So let's go back. Okay. So y'all know where I'm going with this. So Amos 12 and his people, they're saying this, they're gonna bring in. They're gonna bring in and sell. The problem with that, these young people are corrupt. I'm not going to miss word here tonight. The law back Amos 12, people, if you were to see the video, the company they're doing business with, the company from Ghana, Structured Tech, they're doing business with. The company says it's in five, rank five, number five. They go do five check. He even reach six, seven. He even reach 10. It was all the way to the bottom. But that is not the issue. The company going to supply Amos 12 and his group, the petroleum product, and Amos 12 and his group going to store, refine, store, and sell it, distribute it all over the country. So according to Amos 12 and his group, they're saying if we do this, we are definitely sure that products will be on the market at all times. We will not be blackmailed by people, greedy people. Say, oh, they roll back. That way we're not going all the way to Grand Gita this time. Oh, they roll back. We can't go. No. The product will be there and will be distributed all over by Amos 12 and his people. But, my people, are we asking the young people again to come and enrich themselves? I hope that under see Amos 12 6 months ago, he raised the price of gas. Lowered the price of gas. 3 weeks ago, he said, oh, the war in the Middle East and Ukraine, he raised the price of gas. Now, let's see, man. My people, I'm just being very cautious. That's all it is. I got nothing against him. I don't know, besides the ugly behavior he exhibited that night with John Molu, since they are turned against, I got nothing whatsoever. I know he's educated, but he was very, very, very condescending, very rude. I don't like rude picking there. That Ray like that. I don't like Ray rude people who are Ray and rude. I don't like them. They myself, we don't get along. But that's not the point. So Amos 12 is now saying that he's going to do this for the Liberian people. Okay? Good. We're going to do that. That's good. But let's watch out for that. Let's watch it. Yeah, Clarence. The way he acted against John Monu that night, you probably didn't see it, but he was very rude to John Monu. He and John Monu not even equal. So that means if John Monu myself, I'm more about the same age group anyway. So the way he was rude, he can be rude to me like that. So that one I don't like him at all. Yeah. And furthermore, he's Secretary General and still working for the government. He double dipping. I don't like that either. But anyhow, that's not about me. Well, it doesn't matter as long as Liberian people are enjoying. I don't care if Amos 12, Amos 12 or W12, whatever he needs, he can stay there as long as he wants. So, my concern is, I agree with him because the importers, some of them, they don't want to pay taxes. And some of them, you check them right now, they owe the government plenty of money. They sell the product, but instead of when they sell when they sell $5, they're supposed to get they're supposed to get 75 cents to government. They say, oh, we sell it, but they're raining, they roll by, we pay a lot of money, so we can only get 25 cents. They keep 50 cents for themselves. In this situation, if Amos 2 and his people, if they are sincere, Liberia will make money because the products that are coming from Ghana, they already have a set amount. Say, for example, they bring the product. It's okay, $10 a barrel. So one barrel, $10. Okay, the government of Liberia sell it and they make $10 profit. That $10 for them. That is my concern. So that $10 that's supposed to go, is they all going to the government or something somewhere before you know the government? We're not getting $2. My people, these are the kinds of stuff that I'm trying to express here tonight. I hope that they will be sincere, because then the government will make money. And if the government make money, a lot of things will happen. Lots and lots of stuff will happen. Rescue 1 to rescue 2. Rescue 1 to rescue 2. If you are available, make yourself available as soon as you can. Samson to Liberia Public. Folks, again, thank you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Yeah. Rescue 1, rescue 1, rescue 1, rescue. I'm getting ready to hit the jackpot. Rescue 2, join me. Quick. So, let's put that other nyama on one side. But one thing I also noticed about they rescue our father. You looking at government, you see so much crime people in there. What happened? President Waga, what happened to us? What happened to us? Why no crime people in your government planning like that? What happened? Crime people in your book? That's what you still thinking? President Waga, what happened to crime people? Why they not planning in your stuff? President Waga, independent web. I beg you, man, you independent my foot. Hey, independent my say I see over on cover sedition, you independent my foot. President Waga, why crime people not in your government planning? They don't know, boy. Tell me, President. Why? I mean, you're my friend, my man. Papa, father of the nation, you're my friend. Why crime people not here? You, all the people, the Nima or Lofa, What's the deal here? What's going on? What's going on? Crime people, graduate in that part of Liberia anymore. Let us know so powerful we enjoy attach ourselves to Africa. Moi, c'est pas en français là-bas, tu I will not get joy, Africa. If we were just to speak French, tu connais pas français? Oui. Moi, tu connais pas français? Très bien. Très bien. No, but on a very serious note, if you go through all of these new employment, new come in, if you check President Baka's appointment, you don't find many crown people. I don't know why. I don't know why. Is it because Nigerians never give their vote to the president? Is that why? I don't know why, but I think it's something because we're all Liberians. You give associate justice to somebody from Wapulu. You give this justice chief justice to somebody from Nima. What happened to Grand County? I have not seen any. I have not seen anything. I have not seen anything here. But we still got 4. We still got 6 yet to go. The other one part that just sample President Baga showing. We still got 6 yet to go. I'm counting the other one. We still got 6 yet to go. So we'll give the president some latitude. We'll give President Waka some latitude. Okay, so let's move on. So quite recently, yeah. Since yeah, that sample test. Now one thing I learned for you. Now one thing I learned for LPR audience. They say that sample test. Promo say that. Promo, you kidding me, begin. You kidding me, man. Freeman. That promo test. Yeah, that sample test, man. Yeah. But anyway, Male, please stay out of my conversation. Stay out of my conversation. Stay out of my conversation. Yeah. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. So, what position he gave George Soloto? You know, he and George Soloto come from way back. What position he gave George? Clarence, your man, I can't molly my water tonight. I finished what I wanted. Let me go on. You'll leave it. I don't want to go deep into it. But anyway, let me go on. So, the president, there's another video. There's another video that going around. Let me bring the queen of LPR on. So perhaps she must say we bamboo coming diva cola my people. Your wash. Your thing, I don't got be more on the show. Y'all let's watch. My culture, good evening. Thank you for joining the liberal.
Good evening, Liberal. I'm the
Thank you.
senior advisor to the Boycott administration to the president.
Okay,
I'm
let's
here.
hear from you. What
And tell what Breakable, I here to employ him now.
breakable that I'm crying out that grable man that he from Maryland County.
As also crime people are going to employ right now.
Okay. Yeah, the public got me scared for a minute there, you know. But you know when you look here, but anyway, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. What's on your plate tonight, man?
Thank you very much. And it's a good, it's good to be here again. I always come in and escape. The time I would at least take to come here, I have to make some point clear. Especially that was my concern when you said, no crime people here, in the government. It kind of raised some concern because this government is the Liberian people government, it's not a
Yeah,
region
I agree.
government.
I
And
agree.
we should,
I agree. But
take
like I said, man, we still got 6 more years to go.
yeah, and again, the problem is people are not applying or, I mean, sending their concern or, you know, raising concern of what they can do for the government. And also, those are things because if you have interest in places, you need to apply.
That's right.
Yeah, and probably they're not making some effort. You don't be afraid, when you're not applying, it means you're not self confidence. I tell people put it in, send your application in. I
Right.
never apply nowhere, so I expensive anything. So when I see breakable,
Yeah, I mean, I apply, but then they say I'm speaking no go English, so they can't take me.
you see that
You see?
that you will apply. Somebody will say he's speaking local English with qualification, but sometimes some of us have like plan. Oh, I have to do this before that, and it kind of
Yeah.
like you know.
But anyway, let's hear from you. What's on your plate this evening, and we can move on to the next. Right,
Um,
let me send a message to Rescue Two. Rescue Two, Rescue One is calling
oh,
Rescue
no, you're
Two.
not satisfied. Rescue 3 is here. Are you not satisfied?
I'm looking for a referee. I'm looking for a referee. But anyway, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, I am, kind of concerned and probably want to thank this government for the completion of the various schools that the president went to dedicate. And this noise is all around about who started, who completed, and who initiated, and all of the terminology.
I'm not interested. Let me bring in
Yeah,
Rescue Two. Let me bring in Rescue Two. Terry, thank you for joining us, and I will appreciate it. Go ahead, man.
you can't even put me down. You see?
Let
Oh,
me bring you up. Let me.
you put me down. I'm not busy so go up, yeah.
Oh, man.
The other man coming to try, but a little tea, and now you coming. You will soon say something about it. Your watch. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Tu. And I'm kind of happy with who started, who ended. We want to see, good things, like this. Like I was one of those when the hospital was built by, Josh Weir. I commended him for, taking that initiative. Even though we used to say it needed some, modernization, but I did not condemn, what he did. And even with the Pax 18, I appreciated all of those things. It's just like, sometimes you criticize, and it should be like constructive criticism. You don't just come and say, oh, the person do nothing, and not, commending, for the little baby step, even though for what they may have received, the work was not done probably to that level, but I want to appreciate them for
Thank you.
the completion of that bidding.
Right.
And another concern is the advocacy of the drug issue in our country. Many of us are affected somewhere or the other. We have our brothers, we have our sisters, uncle, nephew, that are addicted to drug, and is affecting our country. I watched the graduation ceremony last week with the girls group that graduated from the day-long drug program that he had. And I was so touched by some of the girls that we call Zoko or Zokis, whatever they may need them, they may call them, that most of them are even outspoken than the people who we call, not from that group. It, they might be disadvantaged because of the drug they took, or they were carried by their colleagues or their friends, into that condition. But you can see that there is uh, some, quality in them that we can, detox them and make use of them in our country.
Right. Right. Thank
And
you.
and I just thought I should bring this up. I don't know whether
Thank
you
you.
want to give
Thank
me
you.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get into that. Thank you. As far as the development project and all the kind, I really have no interest who started, as long as it's done and it's dedicated by the president. I mean, they have inspected all of the procedures and they feel that it's ready to go. The thing is, I want to make sure that the time they say is going to be for, if it's 20 years, it should last 20 years. If they say 30 years, it should last. That's all my concern. But thank you for bringing that. I think you saying, because we've been following the news, who's the what and who when this one start. That's not the issue. Those are the things the people of Republic of Liberia saw, and we campaign, and they say yes, we'll put everything in our father hand. The father is completing the job. They don't like it. Let them come back 2029. We'll see who be man. Let me go to the cat. Let me go to the rescue two. Rescue two. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. What's on your plate this evening?
Well, they most talk about school project and
Mm-hmm.
all the kind of thing. People jumping all over the place. Some people say it's CDC project. Some people say Jovia project. Some people say it's Ellen project. And people fighting over World Bank project and all the kind of stuff. I thought it was interesting, that politicians will try to use these things to gain relevance and power. But what I was looking at was I was estimating the total amount of money that CDC government spent over the
Mm-hmm.
period of 6 years. If you calculate it, if you're taking it for face value from around 600 million annually, you will find out that CDC spent at least about $3.6 billion in the government, which include the entire budget, government revenue, and all that. But what was the major thing that CDC can boast of when it comes to the pro project that was done under the leadership that the hunting Unity Party for? Because for the both group of people, the previous Unity Party and the CDC now, they all did not do a good job. That is why we stay here. Because if you had $3.6 billion that you generated over the last 6 years and you had a proper agenda, you came to emancipate and deliver the poor people from poverty, but we still got feces running down the center city of Monrovia. We still have no roads to go to the southeast. We still have, we're still struggling with students learning, teachers, and all of that. How much of that money really circulated in the economy? In my opinion, I would say no. Most of that money took capital flight. They left the country. You see? Likewise, that is the reason why we got to be stringent and we got to be severe on the Unity Party government, especially this one. Because Madam Sirleaf, those boys from CDC learned from Madam Sirleaf government. So they did worse than them. But we have to put our foot down on this government or else we'll see the same thing or even worse.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't like to be jumping with people trying to take glory for World Bank project because in my view, these projects are projects done by World Bank. Ellen did not advocate for it. Joia did not advocate for it. It was never part of the project. It was never the vision. It was done by the framework of World Bank. And not only Liberia benefiting from the project, there are other countries, Sierra Leone and all those countries that are part of the United Nations that are struggling. They are all beneficiaries of these projects. But why do politicians want to use this to deceive the people? That is where I have a problem.
Thank you, Terry. We appreciate it, and I think you're quite correct. These projects were put in place by World Bank, not necessarily because of who's in power, but these were projects that was already designed, and doesn't matter who's coming to power.
That's
Okay, that these are the project that was already designed for Dr. Malley. If you want to participate, come and join us. Don't stay behind the computer and write all the nyama here tonight. Eh, but anyhow, so the issue you're raising is quite correct. However, Terry, these are politicians. It's just like any profession. That's what they do. They latch onto something and turn it into their own, so they will gain some political capital. That's all it is. They left with us to say we will not allow you to have a free political capital. You will have to earn it. That's what we do here on this platform.
right.
But your point is quite correct. If you start looking at Ellie, she will have, according to the stuff that I read, over $25 billion went through her. And in fact, she had more goodwill from the international community. She had the security apparatus of the international community at her disposal. Why? Whereas these two President we are and President Bakai, they are building they are building on what is coming out of our own. And I just want to say, Jesus lived in Monrovia, God lived in Liberia. Just remember where we're coming from. And up to this point, you have not had serious clashes in the street of Monrovia. You have not had people taking side to say this other group over there, we got to go dislodge now. This other group here, they're starting something. Nothing like that. It only end up mostly, if it's going to be bad, stone throwing. Jesus lived in Monrovia, God lived in Liberia. The mindset of our people, especially the young people, the mindset is just to be clean, to be honest with you. Things that some of these children saw. If some Liberian now that were never in a war, they watch the how they call it, horror movie. They can't sleep. How much more about young person watch what they watch in Liberia, and still today they are walking peacefully in the street of Monrovia. We should be grateful to God. So the politician, these are kinds of things we need to let them know. You are not a politician today if the Liberian people did not want you to enjoy being politician in Liberia. We should remind them, whatever it is that you think you enjoy in riding the $5 million, $100 million car, whatever it is. If Liberians refuse for that country to be peaceful, it will never be peaceful. Look at Somalia. Look at South Sudan. Look at Sudan. Look at Ethiopia. Look at Eritrea. They're fighting every day. But Liberia went to war. After that, they say enough is enough. The patient level in that country is unbelievable. The patient level of Liberians is unbelievable. When you go to Liberia, the only time you will feel that there might have been a war here, that when you meet some other people, a country that come from war, they don't have anything to assist the amputee. No program. Only President Baka that have a program when he was vice president. My nephew, my niece, she's here in Sacramento. She enjoyed from that program. MPT. She enjoyed from that program, from President Baka program. So President Baka program have been with many Liberian, young Liberian, have benefited from that program before. I don't know how far it is now, but those are the kinds of stuff these young people that are supposed to be, and this is what I always say here: the young people that's supposed to be doing certain things for the president, they are failing all of us because they're only thinking for themselves. Many of them. This is why the president called them on go and check it out. He called them rascal. He said some of you rascal will not be here long. You know. So let me go back to you, sis Kotu. I understand that things are difficult right now, but here is the thing I want you to address. I know they want to open the school, but if there's a video out there where the president made a statement, he's going to build 100 new schools all over Liberia. So what happened to the old school that don't even got roof on them? You're leaving that. You're leaving Boston District. I'm from Boston District. There's an organization called Boston District. They're building a school in Town. And they're all shaking right now.
So, Mr. To,
No, but I'm finished here.
Oh.
I'll come to you. I'm finished here. Go to other places. Forget Total. Other places all over Liberia. Even in Monrovia. Tottenham High School. Other schools all over Monrovia. Are they in a good condition that you're going to take money and build new 100 school? Can that money not be able? Can you not apply that money to upgrade these existing school that kids are already in? Let me hear from you.
So, Mr. To, thank you so much, and I cannot pinpoint exactly what this document I really specify on the schools that they are going to be renovating.
No,
But from what
build new
yeah,
school.
but give me a chance now, Mr. To. But what I heard from that same document, they have schools that they need to upgrade, schools that are there to be upgraded, some from elementary to high school, and I think others are there that needed to be upgraded, maybe like high school, like Tottenham High. But I'm not quite sure, so I don't want to commit myself to it now to say it is Tottenham High or it is GW Gibson or these schools. But I think with the president we have, if they have that 100 or those 100 schools that I needed to be built, they are actually going to be looking at the past ones that are not, like you referred to the Taj Mahal. But again, this is a thing that we need, like you specify in total. These areas that I name, schools, that are there, they are not school to the standard they want for these schools to be. Most of those schools you are talking about, they don't have chairs. But there's the schools that they are building. They're building them, have playground for children. They have maybe those that need laboratory, those that need, electricity or computer labs. Those are the schools that they are talking about, and not just going about going to put a buffer, what we call the people go and put those stuff down and call it schools where our children go without even seats. So I know you are concerned, which is issue that are concerning to all of us Liberians, that we need schools in this era. But according to President Braga, his promise was that all areas should be given access to school. So the government now will be identifying in those areas. Are those schools government schools? No. So this is where the government will be coming to identify, with their citizens in those areas to say, okay, here is a government school. Instead of going to private school where they're going to be charging them exorbitantly, with school fees that is not affordable by most of our family members or friends. So there where they, when you see schools, to be built, those are the issues. And I know what we are going to be doing now is to tell Mr. President, you know, we understand you want to build, 100 schools, but here are some of the schools that are not in good condition. Can you, try to upgrade these schools? Like Tottenham, I graduated from Tottenham High. We have a French lab. We have art schools and everything, auto, mechanic, computer, all of these things were all intertwined there. They just needed to be upgraded. And what I look at, that school is the environment really is small now for such a school because the intake is more, than what the building can really uphold. So building more schools, I think, is important because we needed. They used to have 50, even not, it's not even built to have 50 students in one class. But here is where we have those amount of students in a class. So adding more school will reduce the population in those schools, giving them quality educations. And I think that's why we actually are going to be advocating that more schools be there, that we will have, limited amount of students to give them quality education.
Thank you.
So to answer your question to that, I think that is what and for me, I think that's my area. We're going to be, pushing in this key concern of our people.
Thank you.
I try to, modernize these schools and add on more schools. St. Tottenham build those schools.
Yeah.
How many of these schools that we have around again?
Thank you,
I'm
sis.
not be sure if other can point out schools, but not many only private schools that we see around.
Thank you, sis Carter. Brigable, sis Carter says she will employ you in Liberia, so you have a meeting in Liberia. She will hire you because the job plenty over there. But I told her you Gribble man from Maryland. You're not from Grand Union County, so she can't employ you. Let me go to Terry. Terry, thank you, thank you. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you on this here. What do you think we need to talk about with this new 100 school business here? The issue that I have before I come to you, Terry. I remember the president made a statement here. No car will
All right,
be
Mr.
get.
To, I will join you. Let me change my location.
All right, thank you, thank you. The president made a statement to say no car will be stuck in 100 days, and there was $22 million, and that didn't happen. Now we have this issue, and I've always stated that the president he always come up with brilliant ideas. The implementation part is what we always have issues. What do you think will happen with this proposed 100 school here? Mark Cotto gave an explanation that I think any peace-loving Liberian will appreciate her comment. Will appreciate why the president need to put 100 school, because all of the schools that are built those days do not have the kinds of humanity, new modern stuff that these new school will bring. But let's hear from you. What happened to those who are going to implement this? I want you to talk to me from that perspective, please.
Well, Libra, firstly, the 100 days deliverable on the road, the president did succeed in that. We never had in 100 days. We all know it was a political statement. People move up and down. But after the 100 days, people were swimming in the ocean.
Yes.
But
Yeah. You could go to Total and have a lunch and come back to Monroe.
yes. So within the 100 days, the president did deliver. But
Yeah.
the failure that escalated was the the unsophistication, lack of the right person on the job. Like what you always say, the guy is an administrator, so he don't know better. So I think this is where they fail, and up to now they are not giving account of that 22 million. And I think you always make this statement. This is where the president is going to fail. His care is not taking the people that he employ, that are within his employ, that he select for the job, are paramount to the success of his government. Take for example the woman today, the education minister. Look at the brilliance. Look at the zeal. She spoke like a politician mixed up with professionalism. That is the kind of those are the kind of things we want to see. You see, she spoke with great authority and with somebody who have control over the subject matter. She was not stuttering. So what I'm saying, what I'm looking at here, Labor, I want to read that make the president probably to make this statement is this: the World Bank involvement in school projects in Liberia is primarily through the Excellent in Learning in Liberia (EXCEL) project, which was approved in June 2025. This project backed by a 60 million credit from the International Development Association (RDA) and a 28.7 million grant from the Global Partnership for Education (GPE) aims to improve foundational learning and access in public primary schools and strengthen the educational sector. This project is the first to be financed under the World Bank 2025 to 2030 Country Partnership Framework (CPF) for Liberia, which focuses on creating conditions for more and better jobs. So, but the problem I have with this project of the 100 schools, I believe this is the project the president is looking at that making him to make this projection. I don't think this is based on the arrest vision. This is the help coming from donor partners, which it may boost his arrest agenda, but I think he's speaking from what the government have already secured. So based upon what I see here, my own fear is this: if you building 100 schools, who going to teach them? Do you have the capacity? Do you have the trained teachers? Do you have the education to provide? The technology you bring in, all those things that they were talking today, the Tabata thing, what they were talking about, they got laboratory, science, this, that, scientific. Do you, how many teachers you have in the country educated enough to teach at that level, with modernized tools and system for the government? You know, how many teachers do you have that are trained enough to occupy these areas? Let's forget about, okay, you know, empowering other smaller schools, which is very important. But if even you building new schools, who going to teach in those schools? Who are the teachers that are going to teach them? That's what we need to be thinking on. Do we have the human resource development to occupy, or is going to be another 14 military hospital where no drugs? You just build the plane just empty, no drugs. You understand? So we must have the human resource development to occupy these entities to help to develop and train our people, or else we will go right back to the same 6 and 7. And the same corrupt system will continue to permeate. You understand? So I don't know. So 100 schools, yeah, but like you said, if we will empower other smaller schools that are coming up in the communities, that would be good. And I think all of that is embedded in the program. The the education minister said it today, is all embedded in the program. But if you building schools, new schools, where would the teachers come from? Are you going to migrate teachers from Monrovia to Bon County, from Monrovia to Swedju? Where are you going to take these teachers from? I really want to know. Yeah. So I think that is where we're gonna be.
Thank you, thank you. I think the point of teacher, maybe we'll ask President we have to send all that 25,000 teacher from Nigeria. Remember the teacher he said they were going to bring from Nigeria?
Five
Our
thousand
president,
teachers,
5,000
11
teacher.
limo.
Yeah, what I say, the pure man are bigger man. But anyway, no, on a very serious note, thank you, Terry. The point is quite correct because even if you're successful building these, you're going to now the most likely what's going to happen. They're going to have an intendant. In other words, they're going to build at the same time training. If you see those two processes going hand in hand, then President Baga's success is for
Right.
sure. Then President Baga's legacy in terms of education will be really, really provided. But if you just see people putting hammer and playing bo 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 and no teacher, then we got problem. But let's move on. Let's move on. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Another fanatic. You call it honor the palabra.
But
That's
Dr.
another.
Bale, why are you hiding behind a tree?
I'm talking about
No,
that.
you,
That Prince
you,
Sherry now coming here. The we are led government started a project of sending
I see
teachers
Fishery
abroad.
stuff.
Yeah, Prince Sherry. Most of the teachers ain't go by go. They all stay. They ain't go by. They ain't go by. They're waiting for for we are. Oh, my Esther, good evening. Thank you very much. They're waiting for we are 2.5. We are 2.5. No, but on a very serious, Prince Sherry, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. But Terry, let's move on here. So for me, as I stated earlier, I'm not here to argue who started project and who didn't. The project, it doesn't matter what you do. The project were going to be in there anyhow because the World Bank and the international community have identified, take for example, the road, the whole Morea all the way to Maryland, passing Secretary. That's international road that's supposed to connect the entire West Africa. Coming all the way from Morocco, coming all the way down. Okay, so when you get to country, it moves from country to country. It won't take you a long time because we got corrupt people that can be eating the money now. Oh, and World Bank, they're not gonna say, "Oh, because you're eating money, so we're not saying." They just slow you down too. You know, so that's the issue. But let me go to another subject matter here, Terry. The issue of war crime court. Let's go into that a little bit here tonight. It's the war crime court. And reason I'm bringing this here, Mr. Victor B. Smith, good evening. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We hope you're doing well. And thank you for joining. The war is it something that is dead because Prince Johnson died? Or is it still uh, active? Because I read something here today. Okay. I read something here today, and it doesn't look like anything you can seriously say this is serious. What happened? Are you there, Terry?
Out there, I'm watching you.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness.
You got it?
Yeah, my son got about three monitor going around. I don't know which one.
Your son teach me to upgrade. This your son tell me to upgrade.
I'm from Town. Upgrade, upgrade. Don't wait for me. The only upgrade I got. Why you? Let me go back. Why you put something on the other day when we were on? You say you were. I don't want to say what you say you were doing, but
Oh yeah,
Mr.
I have
Soda.
my own team ready.
Oh,
Yeah. That is what
oh,
the CEO was talking to. I
yeah,
was not
yeah.
playing phone. You think I
Oh,
was playing phone?
I thought I
I
was
beg
joke.
you. That joke. I must say I prepare my own beat. Now I mean I didn't kind of show.
Yeah, I know.
I say I'm going liberal way today.
Yeah, I know. That's a
Hot
good way.
pepper soup.
Yeah, exactly. But when I call what issue we're talking about. But anyhow, so the first of all, before we go to the war crime court, there was another burning stuff you touched on that yesterday. Let me bring you back to that a little bit. You touched on that yesterday, and the issue was what's his name? Amara Corner made a
Oh yeah.
statement about the economy of the country. Look at him. Who asked you to put private business outside?
I tell you, see what you want for our secret also?
So, but no, seriously. So there was an article, and see these. I mean, Unity Party people are very upset with Amar Kone, and I don't know, and that's what I keep
that,
saying.
that ignorant, that
Yeah, they
pride,
are different.
power has
They are,
entered the brain,
yes, yes. They are
and
these people are different from President Bakai. Because when you see these kinds of stuff as an intellectual, you take stock. You say, okay, Amara Conan is with us. Why is he making a statement? Let's look more. Let's look little. In anything you do in my area, you don't get angry when somebody redline your drawing or redline your design. It's telling you there's something. It's not that he's better than you or so, but he's telling you from his perspective there's certain area here is missing. Then you go back now and say, okay, why? What is this? And then sometimes they point it out. Then you go to the what we call black book, and you look at the rules, and you feel what is missing, and you can feel it. It makes you stronger as a designer. But these people, they just started, Bob Mafia, American and Red. Let me hear from you on that. Let me hear from you on that.
yeah, I think Amara Conan was laying down the disparity with the economy as compared to, and he was being truthful. He was giving the facts, all right, on the basis of World Bank projection. And that is why the reason why they got pissed off, because Samuel Twe highlighted Amara Conan's, position on the economy, because Amara Conan also compared the CDC-led government time and the projection from World Bank as regarding what the economy would have looked like in 2024 and 2025. And we are now seeing the prospects of that growth that was projected by World Bank. All right. And most of the growth that is talking about it coming through export, exportation. And the World Bank projected these things because World Bank knew that based upon the money that was going to be few into the economy, that will boost certain places in the economy, certain key factors, key indicators. They projected that in 2025 the economy will grow by 5.8%. And I think 2022, World Bank projected that growth. And that was during the time Samuel Twe was there. So Gafuan highlighted the growth in the economy, that the economy is growing. So Amara Conan came now to make the comparison that these things were all projected, our pace them up, because they wanted people to remain blind to what was projected under Samuel Twe in time, so that they cannot take the glory for it. So it's just the cat and rat that what they own CDC and Unity Party, they just own Tom and Jerry stuff. And Amara was giving facts. Amara giving facts. He was not actually talking about anything. He was giving facts. And some of the things he said is true. Given the fact of the state of the economy, the GDP of the economy, and the state of what Liberia will look like in 2025, which 5% growth is not bad. But Amara also wrote about 8.8% inflation. So if even you grow by 5.8% or 5.3%, the high inflation rate will subdue the 5.3% growth in the economy. So thereby the people will not really feel the growth. And that is what Amara Conan was talking about. Amara Conan compared the rate to the rate during CDC time, when CDC left power, versus the rate now. All right. And all of that. And he was talking about, he was bringing the economy to the people on a day-to-day basis for the Unity Party people to see and understand that the country is hard due to the inflation rate, all of that. So they should not praise the little growth that were projected by the IMF or by, that because the economy will grow by 5.3% and there is a growth in the economy, that means that the country is not hard. So Americans are just saying, hey, Due to all of these indicators, with the inflation rate, the people will not experience the 5.3% of the growth in the economy. They're not experiencing it. Because if you have a high inflation rate, you know, the amount of money somebody will go and buy and spend in the market today will be more than the money they spent in 2023 or 2022. You see? So if care is not taking, the people will start praising CDC government, then Unity Party government, because of the inflation rate and the rate of the United States dollar to the Liberian dollar on the market. And that is what the man was saying. The man said economy, then people take it out of context. Everybody writing all kind of tabata, the oh Amara, the Amara that, but the man was giving facts to share, to tell us that the economy as it stands is hard. So do not boast in 5.3% growth. Simple as that.
Thank you. Thank
Well,
you. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. So I agree with you. I think Amara Cornet, what I really take out of this whole debate is that the rascal, as President Waka called them, they are unable to appreciate the belief in entitlement, and you should not and you must not question whatever they think they're doing. And then I keep telling them, the party that run Liberia, that run their farm. Let them tell them, the people who can't even pay their rent, that people to count on before they came to power, they couldn't pay rent. The people kicked them out. At the end of that, now they want to say they know economy. Not big them, man. They want to let me start. Yeah, man. But no, seriously. So if I were in their shoe, which most of, and that's why they're going to have problem all the time. If I were in their shoe, I would question, not in a negative sense, but to say this is the guy that helped us with our talent. This is the guy that made the whole world know that we were winning. What is he saying this? Even if I don't agree with it,
right.
do an assessment. You don't have to be in touch with Amar Kone. You are also an educated person. Find out where he got his information from. And then from that, if you know that he's right, you will try to tighten up all the other loose ends. And by the time CDC know they got no point to argue, you're way up there already. These things will be repeated. These kind of conversation will be repeated again next year.
Yeah. But
George,
I'm
we are
not,
second year. George, we are second year. President Baka second year. Where are we? But instead of doing those things, they think said nothing happening. And by the time next year comes, they will be in hole. They will be in a deeper hole. President Baka can't help you. Go up and count down. They probably have achieved a lot.
right.
Vice President, President of the Republic of Liberia. They need a record book forever. You can't
Forever.
right now. If our President Baka, you know what I do? I go on my palm one tree in 4 years and sleep all day. What y'all say? What y'all say? Yo, I y'all impeach me. What you would say to impeach me? I go there, stay 1 or 2 days, I come back to Maria. I don't have to do anything.
Then
The
you can call about
president.
go bring you.
But anyway, let's go back to the comment that let's go again, folks. If you're listening, Samson told Labra Public, I'm having fun here tonight with Terry. Again, thank all of you that continue to make your comment. We appreciate it. But Terry, let's go back here to this war crime quote here. As I stated earlier, um, this is a country that seem not to care for their past. President, but I just feel bad for our father of the nation. Whenever he brings out idea that's supposed to put people together, make these young people to understand that this country belongs to all of us, he can only do it by himself. After a certain time, somebody, one of these young people, need to pick it up and run with it.
Right.
For over 3 weeks in this place, all we talk about unification. That's all we talk about because of what he did with the burial process. You would think these rascals, as he called them, would take that and run with it. They drop it. Yesterday, man, the war crime court, they're supposed to give them $2 million. Is yet to be received. $2 million. But yet you expect People, Terry, this is deeper. No, on a very serious note, this is deeper. In other places, white people country something like that, they make documentary. Liberia, when I'm talking about documentary, I'm talking about the documentary that you can go on YouTube, white people made. But I mean something you would make, for example, you have a documentary, you go to the village of Town, and you ask question because the war touches every villages all over Liberia. Any village you can think about in Liberia, somebody from there were hurt. Let them explain themselves. Now they've stopped how do you call it, the true TRC comment. That's also bluffy boy there. They come to beat their chest. We did when we were on the other side. We make sure the rebel didn't cross. We make sure the government we drove them out of here. That's not what we want. You were there defending your life. We understand that.
Hmm.
How did you get there? Talk to us. What brought you in here? That you let's go back. I always say this on this show. Did Prince Johnson get a woman because Prince Johnson was in the army? Did he get a woman and say, you know what? Oh, the sun is good today. I'm gonna go join. I'm gonna start war. Why did we get there? What happened? It's not for us. We know these things, but for the future. You would think in order for us to even get to this war crime court issue here, there are Liberians that are still suffering from the impacts of the war. We have a country. They're spending $22 million for road, but they are unable to put in ADA ramps for people to have a ramp to go to some of the offices. Government building. Government building. They don't have ramp for people to wear their wheelchair. Go to Carway Road. I will show you guys here one time. They have an ADA ramp. So one time I was driving coming from Carway, coming to Monroe, and the traffic stop. And this guy has it. I don't know who they are in a wheelchair, but a lady was in a wheelchair. So he starts speeding from this side, hoping that you would climb out. He couldn't make it. He had to come back. What is that?
Hmm.
So what do you expect the person who pushing the wheelchair?
Right.
They can't even make it. So you know what they did? They went on the other side, and the wheelchair, the person in the rock, going among rocks, or go on the other side so they can get on level ground.
Wow.
That brain we don't have. We have people, we have engineers in Liberia that know these things. They are international standard. When they build our Carway Road, those things was already in effect.
Hmm.
Okay? You go, Joe community, there's a place where they left the pole on the shoulder of the road and they pave around it. Why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we do that to ourselves? When you go look at the ditch, the drainage system they built, open ditch, open ditch, and the people put all their trash all in it. If you're going to have an open ditch, you must have a system to clean it.
Right.
Look at Sonny Wayne. I mean, not Sonny Wayne. What's that? That's Sonny Wayne. The creek that dish they built from Mama Point all the way to the beach.
And that's Sony one.
That's Sonny Wayne. Okay? Why do we behave like that to ourselves? The Gabriel Tucker Bridge they built, no maintaining. They can't even maintain it. Look at the Broad Street, real Broad Street those days. When they ready, you go paint it. How you paint a broken sidewalk? What are you going to benefit from that? What are you going to get out of it?
But those are the effect of the war.
I understand that.
Like we always say, and we were talking about it.
I understand that, but there should be policy by now that will allow people to fix these things.
Right.
They're not supposed to be done overnight, but you do it, the next government comes in, the person pick up. That's how most of these cities all over the world are built like that. If you go to Europe, if you see the canal, that was built back in the 1500s. They're still functioning because they maintain it. Little community that don't even have the same budget as Liberia, they're able to maintain millions and millions of dollar projects. But we got with the same curve. Tommy Bonan died on 1972 or 73. That same curve there. They decided to build a road. Why did you not widen the road? The car that Tommy Bonan died in back then, that kind of car you put on the road today, it will not go anywhere because it's not fast as the car they have today. The truck that are in Monrovia, they are higher. Look at the guardrail they have on those guardrail. They been out of system. They been
But
out of
liberal,
guardrail system ever since.
the trucks in Liberia goes on all the roads. That's
Yes,
the
and
first thing. And
they're not supposed to.
it's not happening here. The trucks have the specific routes. In Liberia, the truck can go on any road.
So Walter Carter is asking me what is a ADA RAM. Okay. Come on tomorrow, Walter Carter. I will show you
Whether
that.
you need tutorial for the liberal.
Yeah. Come on tomorrow. I will show you that. But the point here is this: that our country, you can't bring Ghanaians to come and run your country.
Right.
A long time ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, I used to say, when people ready to build these ditches, the let steel rods sticking up in this country, when you build anything and you're done, and you want those steel rods to stay overnight, they have what they call rubber capped, and those capped they cost like maybe 10 cents or so. But those capped, you have to pluck all of the steel rod that's sticking up. What happened 2 years ago? One young man went up on a plum tree, fell down, and he got pierced in the back of his head with
Oh
one
yeah,
of
I
those
saw
steel.
that thing. Oh, that
And
thing was so
I've been saying it
scary.
over and over and over. Don't do this. And some of the places they have those steel rods sticking up around school building, and these young people will come
Right.
and jump over them. When they make one mistake, that's it. Why do we
Wow.
behave like that to ourselves? It's not to
Wow.
say they don't have money,
But liberal,
but
I
we
think
all
both of these things too are based on ignorance. It's not
yeah.
ready.
Well, no, 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 no. You can't say that. Ooh, you can't say based on ignorance. Most of the engineers they got master degree, highly educated. Some of them trained by some of the
But
best
have you
structure
seen some of
engineers.
the houses? Have you seen some of the houses that people build in Liberia?
Yeah, I
Liberal?
know. But that's what
They,
I'm
you
saying.
see the upstairs, the whole building lane. You know that building not gonna last.
Yes, because they're taking shortcut. They're taking shortcut. Some of the structural engineers in Liberia trained by some of the best structural engineers.
I
One of the
know.
guys used to be here in the country here working as a structural engineer. Okay, what you want? But when you open the thing here, what you want to talk about that? Let me hold on 1 minute, guy. You want to talk? You want to talk my show, or you want to make noise? I let the independent speak. What independent where? The one you putting people gold business. If you're writing up about people gold business that want to make you independent. What on your mind? So much of talk about that. Look, good conversation, and I think Terry made a very good analysis with respect to Amarat's, point. But it's just shocking to see the barrage of sort of attack that is raging on him, even to the extent of the deputy press secretary and all. They are speaking, they are all talking about it now. But yeah, it's the main thing that I want to talk about with respect to the new schools to be built by the president. It's good, but I'm wondering the strategy, and I think somebody said that the current ones that we have. What sort of study they have done now? Is that the problem? Is that the school issue? Hold on, Mr. So. Let me merge this color, please. Go ahead, Mr. So. Go ahead, so I can bring in the next color. Go ahead, Mr. So. Are you with me? That I'm on Channing Fumo.
Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't listen to the president precisely or the minister of education as to whether they were categorized. But this is why we Rwanda date after their brutal war in order to help the generation. And I think Liberia could have gone in the same direction, considering the fact that from all indications, the actual process of demobilization was inconclusive evidence of these people, the disadvantage here. So Rwanda invested heavily with the help of World Bank, and they have over 366 TVET schools, more or less vocational and technical schools, and part of that is to build these people to their skill, where they will literally be self-employed. They don't have to wait for government. They can get any contract. Sierra Leone did that, over 20 million from World Bank, and they put in that to invest into technical area. Liberia coming out of war, I don't think the academic aspect. I'm not saying it's not important, but to resurrect those people, when you have, I would love to hear the president in the long run, and I hope for those of you who get the ears of the president, those 100 schools, perhaps they're talking about billions. I don't know whether they are breaking down, but maybe if we can have about 20 or even 40% as technical school, well equipped, that's okay. And Terry made a point. We have, they're talking about our own school wall, they're talking about how that is falling down. They have electricity, they have everything. It's not the building, it's not the thing, right? The logistics, the equipment, the capacity, the personnel. If I tell you, like Rwanda, the amount they pay for people that are in charge of their team and technical school, the money they pay them, is what we want to pay our senator there. Why? Because they want to get the people, the right people to impact technical good skills into these people. So I hope those schools will not just be like going, being high school, being elementary school, being something, and then at the end of the day, you do not even have the facility for the teachers that in Moravia to even go to the urban library to go teach. So hopefully you guys, since I get the ears of the president, you hope that you can talk about that. But you have your part time, you have your party tonight. We will be back, okay?
It would take you a long. It would take you a long time to come in, but we'll be
I'm
here.
not talking about if I say I will be back, I say I'll be back. I'm talking about my program. I'm not talking
You're
about
still on
you.
inside, Mr.
Yo, still
So.
on.
Yeah, the government,
Yo, still on inside.
Okay, bye. So
Go.
go do your go.
All right, okay, let me drop. Go ahead, call out 202 number. Go ahead.
That's me, Mr. Toe. why you fussing at me? Who was still on in?
You coming to make comment or you coming to say something else?
What was still on in? So no. I asked a question. I heard you make reference of the ADA grant in Liberia. I'm thinking, is he talking about the handicap
Yeah.
ramp and all that?
Yes.
Okay, so I think we don't have to work on ADA in Liberia because the ADA is the American with Disability Act.
Right.
It's an act that was passed 1990, amended 19
But
2008 and all that.
yes, but the thing about it is it's an astral stuff. So whatever you have street, anywhere you have roads, it is imperative that you provide that.
Yes, but you can refer to it as ADA. I mean, Liberia should have their own acronym for it. Maybe Liberia with Disability Act, LDA or something else. If they pass those acts, right, where our handicapped people or people with disability can have access to telecommunication,
Okay.
have access to government, is it public structure where you
Okay.
have handicap ramp to carry wheelchair and other stuff.
Point.
But another thing Terry talking about,
Mm-hmm.
another thing Terry talking about is the trucks. And sometimes when we're having conversation, and I like for us to make these comparisons, but we gotta be objective when making these comparisons. Let's say 75 years ago or 50 years ago, everybody was driving on the same road in America. And let's say, yeah, everybody.
Let me merge the other color, please. Just hold on. Hold on. See that one thing about these machines. Uh, what's the cut if you get cut off? I'll call you back because the other one coming to give me trouble here tonight. What's the color? Let me call you back. They come here accuse me of Chinese phone again tonight because he see Dijon. So now,
Your call has been forwarded.
all right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, what's the color? You need to get off the phone so I can call you. I'm calling you. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry
Yeah,
there was a call that came in. Go ahead.
understand. Thank you so much for calling back. So yeah, we make this comparison like I was saying. We got to be careful how we even do the comparison. 70, 50 years ago, we just put it to that, give and take. Americans were driving on the same road, water trucks, everything, and they saw the need that they should do something where in certain states, certain cities, the trucks will go on their own route, and sedans will go on another route to avoid some of the accident will happen. Also, they avoid the kind of rules they build because the truck continue to go a certain road. Probably the earth will go down whatever way. So they have to do certain things to change the way they drive. If they can go into New York, when they go on the George Washington Bridge, they got certain route for trucks and they got certain route for regular sedans and cars. So yeah, but where we are, when we start developing roads in our country, we're still talking about road connectivity. The entire country is not even substandard roads and all that kind of thing. The only way we found a lot of roads in Monrovia and maybe in Harper City where President Tubman did all the low roads and stuff like that. But where else again you can find it? So I mean, we should start making the comparison. We should talk about, for me, the way the development should impact our people. We should have people like Mr. To, who is innovative in road or construction. So when you're building roads, you build roads for the next generation, not our generation. And like I said to people, President, we are came up with the idea of building, or doing our road in the Ralph to get the VA road. If somebody like Mr. To was sitting in our room will tell the president, say, Mr. President, the corridor will be populated in the next 10 to 20 years. Instead of putting 2 lane going, 2 lane coming, we can make a road either 3 or 4 lane going and coming, so that after 30 years, we'll not be fighting with the traffic jam and we got to do eminent domain of people property along the roadside. So these are things that we talk about. We need people with innovation. Do we have them? I don't know. In the country, we don't have them. I'm kind of thinking if Mr. Towo, all of what he knows, when he goes over there, if they give him the opportunity to go there and see, people will suppress him from achieving what he wants to achieve because everybody wants to take shortcut. And they gain $2 million to a project, somebody will come, my man, ain't not $2 million, you get $1 million, all else. I'm not signing a paper. And then the project will be cut on, it will be undercut. So that's the problem we face in our society. We have to put our country first, love that country, and be innovative in the things we do. Thank you, Mr. Toto.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, guys, let me just call this last one here. Let me call. Hello. You want to talk on the radio? Okay.
Contribution.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
My name is Ambrose. I'm calling from Louisville, and there's so many things today happen, and so many things you have discussed. Some which I'm very, very interested. I think it's very enlightening and it's But let me first say hi to Terry and Sis Otto. How you doing?
Yeah,
And
how you doing, brother?
hello.
Yeah, they can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So, I really do appreciate Terry. Sometimes, he
Sometimes.
stands and no.
Sometimes.
I really,
So,
no. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, eh? I really do admire Terry. Sometimes the only part I have a problem with Terry when he's too negative with Joria and the way he try to defend the government. Sometimes I have an issue with him. But I think me and him, we have something little bit similar. We are not politicians. We are not political loyal to people and to say, oh yeah, if you're doing wrong, we're just going to die and we'll just support you blindly. But sometimes I know he defends the government, which is not anything bad, but sometimes he really speaks truth to power on a lot of issues. And the point that he raised, I think, is something. Being 100 school is a great idea, but does Liberia have the students for that amount of school?
you
And
mean
the
teachers?
teachers?
You mean teachers?
Yeah, teachers and students. We don't have, Mr. To. After Morovia, okay, let's just say 100 schools you divide by 15. You talk about three of these schools there or four of these schools in each county or district. How many students in each of the district, apart from Morovia, is populated? You grandchildren or Zerju or other places. If you put two schools or three schools in Zerju, if you put another one in another big county, how many students will be in the classes?
Okay.
No,
Thank you.
just educate them. You're from grandchildren, and you know grandchildren more. In total, you tell me what the population rate in total. If you put 4 high schools in total, then what will be the attendance rate?
You're right. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not saying it's a bad idea. It's a fabulous idea. But don't go slow. Maybe if you can build 5 or 10 or 15 in the county, hey, that would be a great achievement for the president to do that. That would be a wonderful something. But when you make the type of big bold prediction, 100 schools, and you don't do them, and people sacrifice you. I'm for like, but you see, like, you're engineer, you're designer, and you're civil engineer or design. In America, you would not put any structure that you can disagree with me, or you can correct me if I'm wrong. You will not do any. If you are building your house or someone will constructing your house, you get stages. For every time you do something, the city or somebody, the inspector have to come there to inspect to make sure that whatever you did, it met the code of that design or that structure that you were building. You're just not going to come to and say, oh yeah, I got $1,000 today. Let me go put some black here or lay some black here. The city not going to accept that. If you don't meet the standard, they'll take the break it, and you will not go beyond that point. I'm lying.
That's true.
So, but the city, the is now don't have the code, or the implementation and the enforcement is where we're lacking in the level of bravery. Just the last topic I talking about the road construction or the something that you can cover all the beautiful road project, the road studies or something, but so long some minister want to get a part in that project, that $10 million project can be turned to a $1 million project or $2 million project, and now you get mediocre. That's what the road foundation is supposed to be. It will never be like that. It will never meet all this type of requirement.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's some of the things. And Liberia is the only country we have, and we all want it better for Liberia. It's a little bit tough sometimes, but Terry, I really do admire you. I never met you one day, so I hope one day I will have to meet you in person. We're all trying the best for Liberia. Sometimes maybe don't take it personal. Sometimes I criticize you. I know you don't really care what I say or what my criticism not mean anything to you, but I know your heart is it means good for Liberia, and that's all I'm trying to say. But thank you for taking my call.
Thank you. Terry, just as sweet as you are as well. So if both of you get together, I'd like to be in that room. I will truly enjoy myself. But thank you, Ambrose. Ambrose will be the last caller tonight. So let's go ahead, Terry. That's the last caller for the night, folks. Go ahead, Terry. Let's hear from you. While I'm trying to put something together here. Go ahead, and then
Yeah.
okay,
So
Terry. Let's have my Kodu come in.
yeah,
Then yeah, because she been away for a while. Go ahead, Safe Kodu.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Stone. I stated something concerning the drug issue with, with what the issue we have in our country, actually. And I thought I needed to say something about it because I listened the other day when we had a protest, and I heard some of the protesters, raising up their concern about they were selling drug and thing, and today they don't have the chance to sell drug, and they have problem with the government. I thought we could create an education, package for those that are found in that shoe, because probably they don't know how to, have that transitional process of getting from the drug, to what they can do to improve their lives. And if they don't have that education, we will have problem because they will not, migrate from that to, get into a program that will benefit them. So I thought what I was thinking, like most of them that do not want to go back to school, what they could start doing now to find themselves in the agricultural era, where they could go even doing gardens that will help them to, alleviate this drug issue with them, not to just concentrate on drug, because it's destroying a lot of our kids and our nephews, our brothers, and today our country is going backward because people don't understand these things. They think that, okay, if my child is not doing it, I don't care. But if their child is not doing it and people are affected, we see that people that are affected today attack those that do not, that are not to be attacked. So if you sit there and say the problem is not mine tomorrow, the problem becomes ours. And I also seen people complaining that they are selling, I heard a lady say she's selling kerosene, and another one says she's selling potter, and they're not doing business. And those are the people that are saying that their business is not going well. The only problem they have is to change their business. Because even here, we had a way where we can change career, where now certain commodity is where, or even certain career, you see that the career is no longer, serving you well. You see people migrating and change it to another career to,
Just as
sustain their life.
I'm getting ready to change mine.
Okay, so the thing is,
oh,
they need
what are
to
you trying
know
to
some
do?
of these
Become
things,
president?
because I see a lady
You
who's selling coconut, and she just on that heavy coconut putting on her head, where I should could
Let's go.
even
Let's
sell
go, neighbor. Let's go.
cocoa water.
Amanda.
You see what
I
you're
wait.
doing there? You see what
Sorry,
you're
sorry,
doing?
Pastor, go ahead.
Sorry, man.
You see, a person selling, coconut where they could sell cold water and make money, than toting a heavy pan of coconut on your head and just getting a little change out of it. I think that's the educational process that really the people need, that can change their career or change the businesses they're doing so that they can make money. Because kerosene now will not help you. We have, electricity that is trying to stabilize. Think that part of people graduating from those things. Probably if somebody didn't get food to eat, they have low food or don't have the right food to eat. You see, they're eating butter and tea. What can you do to change from those kind of, businesses to a business that is promoting or is being sold
Caller, just hold on.
benefit?
Let's just cut to get done, then we'll come to
Very
you.
true.
Yeah, so those are the things that really come to mind. We just need to educate a lot of our folks there so that they will know how to transition from one business to another, that will benefit them.
Thank you. Caller, you will be the last caller. Go ahead. What's on your mind? Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Amos. I just wanted to say that says culture means well for people, but apparently she may have stayed too long here. Like I have that. She does not understand. If someone is selling coconut and say, "Oh, you got to change your business." Change your business to what? Do you have $500 Liberian or 1,000 Liberian dollars, or maybe 2,000 Liberian dollars, which is what equivalent to $10 to go and buy coconut to sell. I mean, what can you change about that? I mean, what other business can you do with 10 US dollars? That's all it's for have. That's what it's survive on. So I mean, she means well. She does not mean harm, but that's why she needs to understand that. Yeah, it's not about changing business. You can't change career in Liberia. You change career to what? You either work with the government or you don't have a job. You go sell. That's it. Nothing else.
Thank you.
Nothing is happening. So that's my take.
Thank you. When are you coming on LPR?
Oh, well, you schedule me. You are supposed to have me on the weekend, but I saw that you had a lot of programs. You host a program, but
Okay.
yeah, but let me come tomorrow. Let me tell you something, Branto. There's so many things. The transport ministry. We have a system, the company that I work with, where you can identify a vehicle. By the time you see the number of the vehicle, you can identify what part of the country.
Hold on till you come and join me tomorrow. Text me your email. I will send you the link so you can join me tomorrow. And
sure.
then,
All right.
but tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock. 5 o'clock West Coast, 8 o'clock Eastern time.
Sure.
Okay, send me your. But when you come in tomorrow, say you from Lofa. I want to hear Nyango English. Don't can't be speaking all your Siri here tomorrow.
I will try my best. I love Cisco too. She's a nice lady.
Thank you. All right. Hopefully he will join us tomorrow. He has some brilliant idea. I think we ought to help us.
Yeah, but I think he really understand me. I said it well that if you are doing your coconut business, you can switch to cold water business. Cold water is not very expensive. Even the water is cheaper than the coconut. You can switch to that and make more money than toting a heavy coconut that you are not getting the same profit as the water.
Right. Okay.
So that just they are not just knowledgeable. And he says, you know how long I left in Liberia. I was in Liberia and I still do business in Liberia. I'm in Liberia almost every year. So it's not something that maybe he one of those that have been out of Liberia for long.
That's what he said. That's what he said. He said he been out of Liberia,
Yeah, so this is something that
what you know about? What you know about coconut water from the southeast?
Let him come tomorrow.
What the man have problem with you?
Don't worry, let him come tomorrow.
The southeast, that side is southeast, but I'm talking about more.
You mean Cisco? Yeah, Cisco, do they got coconut in Lofa?
We had to get coconut there. We got palm trees there. No. We don't have much coconut.
They're not cooking. That's what the people say. When you hear her name cut to balance, then you know she's not a coconut.
Then you talking seaside. That's seaside food.
We can tell you about cooking.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about like the place that we all like set up Morovia.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about Morovia.
So those businesses, we call it secondary business. Yes. They are there like secondary was one person kind of needed. Not everybody would need coconut at a time. If you're having a coconut, you can have a little bit there. I've been doing business and I have been doing all of my life in Liberia. I never worked with government in Liberia. I was doing business there and I knew the strategy. And I had internet cafe there. I had gas station and I had my mini mart. So those things, people just stay in business, you will have millions of dollars to start a business. I started my mini mart with a winter market. Wow. And that winter market started growing and it came to a little shop and then I extended to a mini mart. But again, it's the management. If you do a business and then eat the principle.
But being a Lofa woman, I'm not surprised. because most of
Besides that, I did business.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So
But no, but on a very
yeah,
serious note, when I was living in the Barry, my mom used to sell in a market. But most of the women that was selling there, their kids were going to LU. I know plenty of them.
I personally used to sell for my money right at the market when I was
Yes,
in
I can.
on a Circle Lake mission. I used to
Yeah,
live on the
Like real
mission,
man.
come
What
and
what
sell
play
for
in
my
Lofa
money.
the coconut?
yeah. Who that one?
Like real man. I know he said need like real man.
What?
Blind profile. He said we have plenty of coconut in Lofa.
Okay.
Where now? What part of
Hey, lean. But anyway, let's come to you, Terry.
It's right there, like somebody build their house and then plant the coconut. It's
right?
not like how we have it in the southeast area, like
Maybe,
Sunny
maybe,
Okay.
Lake.
maybe they're having
Yeah.
Dr. Miley's found. They got coconut tree there. But let's hear from you, Terry. Let's hear from you.
That don't matter. Yeah, so
Very calm.
labor. So this I would just read something Amara said. I think this what piss this really piss some people off. You understand it? He said our government is working but needs to boost economic growth to reach double digits. We require this level of growth to achieve the economic transformation we want, which is a big challenge. Some of my colleagues at the UP said this isn't practical. I believe it is possible, but it will need additional skilled people, hard work from the executive and legislative branches, and smart risk sticking. Remember, I said our, but this is the most important one. He said Liberia's population is growing too quickly at about 2.4% annually. Nearly 80,000 young people are ready to enter the labor force yearly,
We don't
but
have it.
limited jobs exist. Meanwhile, the expected economic growth rate is only about 5.3%, which isn't enough to improve the lives of most voters significantly. If the economy keeps growing at this rate, it will take about 13 years to double in size. You seen it?
Thank you.
70 divided by the growth rate, the voters won't wait for 13 years.
Mhm.
So this is what really pissed them
But,
off.
but the thing
So,
is, American contradicted himself. He's actually
okay.
a decision maker, and looking at he alone salary, that
No,
can
but
be
but that but that
partner
diff
and
that
be
two different things you come and put together,
Right.
Ole.
They're not
That's
the
no,
two
same.
different things.
no. I'm saying, I mean, that could
Yeah,
also help
I
because
agree.
he making a
But that's
decision.
not what he was saying.
That's
That's
not
not
what
No,
what
it's
it's part of it, Mr. Tor.
no, it
Because
can't. It
he's
can't.
trying to blame others that
No, no, no. You missed the point.
hey,
I'm
look,
not calling.
listen, listen. He a decision maker. So he making a decision looking at the speed at which the population is growing and not meeting our air. What do? We
That one
sit
that
at the
from
table.
Brandy that Bapulu and Lufa County they say
No,
same.
we
No
sit at
different.
the table. He is there to make the decision. So what he should
But
be
Okay.
that's why
doing
he
now?
included
That's what
himself.
he said. He
He
said
included
Yeah.
we.
himself.
No,
He said the executive and the legislative branches have to work hard to make
exactly.
sure
All
that the
right, guys.
economy pick up in double digits to
Thank
meet
you.
up the challenging young people coming into the economy without jobs. The
Thank
man
you.
said hour. He used the word hour and he specifically referenced that
All right,
he's
guys.
speaking about, so but your
I'm
United Party people,
completely
you're going to
completely
get
out of time.
I'm not a
yeah,
unity
thank you, Liberal. Sorry.
party. I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
Yeah.
completely
about.
out of. Cisco to join us tomorrow. As usual, sharp as usual, ready to express freely
Yeah.
and educate people as usual. Thank you very much, Cisco. Please
Thank
join
you.
us again tomorrow. Terry, thank you very much. Join us too tomorrow as well. Please let's come in and continue to have conversations. Cisco, thank you, and we'll say good night to you as well. Again, folks, Samson told La Bropa Reader, we'll say thank you very much. That's how we're going to end it tonight. Uh, Dr. Mali, I got the ear of the president, not you, not you. You're not from Lofa County anymore, so just forget it. Thank you, guys. We say thank you very much. I will say good night to all of you. Let's continue to pray for one another, pray for our country and the leader of the country. Join me tomorrow where we'll do the same thing. Libera Public Radio. Good night, folks.
Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Oh, abri kodo, nyali wa banyo, nyali okoro prawo. Abri kodo nyali. Abri kodo nyali, Stefan Soko. Oh, abri nana, amabri mera kodo nyali wa. Stefan Soko ya okoro prawo. Ayiya, kodo nyali wa. Amana vere kasawa. America vere titi papa vere sa seri peke. Ayo yike bayo, ye sikre kama pa, sisi ye la play. Oye la kodo nyali, ale bayo e koro bravo. Hey kodo nyali, awo. Taba sisi nyoro ale na vere ni paka. Taba sisi nyoro ale na vere ni. Why ale na yule koro bravo. Abile kodo nyali. Yo so ma de jogre. Amro alo. Ade wa ba bere wa sa wa ke. Wa ba be. Agbawo ma ba ni. Ni ama. Agbawo ma ba ni. Agbara su lo gbe la ba yo. Abile ni ka bere titi baba. Asa